Welcome back friends. In the previous video we have completed all UI part of our front end here and we have also done the backend. Now this is the time to connect our backend with front end. But as we are not going for deployment today, in the next video we will go for the deployment. So today we will just connect our front end with backend using proxy here. So see that here our front end port number is 3000, but when I will go here, so this is our server here, so our server is running also, but that server is under 5000 port. So this means that the port is different here. So as when we will go for the deployment, then we will create a build directory for this front end and we will connect with backend. So there we will not having any port problem. So now we have port problem. Like if we will do the request here, so if we will do the request on the API, so as that will be in the same port, but in the 3000 there is not any API, so this will create 404. So 404 will be created, so this means that our route is not found. So now we are going to apply the proxy here. So we are going to apply the proxy for 5000. So whenever any port that will not be that is not available in the localhost 3000, so that will be redirected to the port 5000. So now first of all let's see what a proxy is, and then we will move forward and we will first of all set up the proxy, and after doing that I will also tell you why I am setting the proxy here, because I will also tell you by doing the experiment. So first of all we will try to fetch the route, try to access the API without having proxy here, so then you will know the difference. So now without wasting any time, gets into it. So I have searched on internet about the proxy for you. So here see that here it is written in journal, a proxy server as a gateway. So it is like a gateway between your app and the internet. It is just for forwarding the request. So you can say that it's just for forwarding the request. So if that API endpoint will not find in this 3000 route, an example is there. So if suppose if we are searching for any API, like we are searching for the login API, and when we will see here login API, as that API is also a route here. So whenever we are going to our React.js and in the app.js, because in the app.js we have added routes here, and see that first is slash here, slash login, slash register, slash forward password, slash reset password, and same as verify email is there. But there is not any route that belongs to the API. So that we have created on our this server here. On our server, I have opened my our server also here in my Sublime text editor. See that we are having the slash API here, slash API slash out. So this is under the localhost 5000 only. So but if we will try to access on the same location, but in the localhost 3000 this route is not present. So what proxy will do? So if this route is not found, then it will forward the route to the localhost 5000. So we will add the proxy to 5000. So whenever this route is not found, then simply go to the localhost 5000. And otherwise, if that will also in the localhost 5000 the route is not found, then simply we have the error route do not found, because we don't have route on any port. So now today for the testing purpose we are going to apply the proxy, and whenever we are going for the deployment, then we are going to create the build here, and then after creating the build, then we will add that to our server here. So now let's move into our coding section and let's start with the login page, register. Let's start with the register first. So now let's start with the register page here, and see that I haven't set up our proxy now, but first of all I want to tell you by an example like why I'm setting this proxy here. So because as I have told you previously, like when we are going for the deployment, our app, our this React.js and also our backend server will be combined, and it will be on the same port. Now as we are for the testing purpose, we are working on the different ports, so for that we need proxy here, but we are going to create the code for the same route only. So we have to create the route for code for same route. So now let's move forward here and let's go to the register.js. So in the register.js, so first of all, let's go here to our server, in the server, and I'm going for the authentication, and let's go for APIs and our auth API. And in the auth API there is a route that is register here. So let's go for the register controller, and here I'm in the auth controller here, and see that here we have the register controller, and here what we need: name, email and password. Only these three things we need. So now let's create so first of all, let's see if we are having Axios or not. No, we haven't any Axios, so we have to install the Axios also. So we will be using Axios to send the request, post request we are going to do. And now first of all, let's create here handle submit button. So a handle submit function, I'm going to create handle submit. So we are under the register page here, handle submit, and I'm using E because we have to prevent the default behavior first of our form here. So E dot prevent default, spelling is wrong, handle submit, and then here I'm going to create the data here. So we can apply the validations here also, but as we see here as in our register controller, all validations are applied successfully here. So if email is not present, if success is false, then this means that there is some error. And see that we have all the errors here. Just we are going to alert these errors. So I'm not going to use React Justify, etc. So here, first of all, just one thing we will check: if our confirm password is equals to the password here. Confirm password is equals to the password, then we are going to create the data. Otherwise we are not going to create the data here. So else we are going to alert. So window.alert passwords do not match. Now here we are going to create the data here. So let's create the data, and that data will be we need first of all name. So name is there, then email, and then password is there, because we need only these three things here. Actually we haven't added the name here, so let's add that also. So here I'm going to add name also, name, and here will be set name, and let's create here for the name as well as. So I'm going to create here and this type will be text here. So type is text here, and HTML for name. Now we have done this successfully. Now we have name also. So now here is the time to add the Axios. So let's add Axios here. So I'm going to create another terminal. So under this I'm going to use yarn add Axios. Yarn add Axios. If you're using npm, then use npm install Axios here. So now this will install Axios for us. Let's wait for that. Axios has been installed successfully here. So now let's move forward here. So here I'm going to apply the handle submit. So handle submit to our form here. Yeah. So here we are going to apply on submit, and on submit will be the handle submit only. And then here's, first of all, simply I'm going to console log our data here. Console log the data. And just save this. And it is compiling. So let's open developer tools. And go for the console here. So it is getting compiled. It will take little time. Now our app is compiled successfully here, and see that here we are having name, email, password and confirm password. So let's add the name email. So I'm going to write like Fullyworld web tutorials, and email Fullyworld web tutorials 34 aiow@gmail.com. And then let's create password 123456, and let's create here also 123456. So when I will click on register and see that here we are having the data. And now if I will change the password like 12345667 and here 123456, I will click on register here, and we are getting passwords do not match. So here we are having like this here. Now this means that this one is working successfully here. Now one thing is there, like we have to send the post request here. So as we are going to see here, so here we have when I will go here, see that first of all let's go to the auth API, and in the auth API there is a register here. So that is register user API is there. So route will be /API/auth/API/auth. First of all, it will be localhost 5000, but we are not going to use localhost 5000. We are going to use localhost 3000 only. So because when we are going for the deployment, so our port will be same. Now, like this, we are having auth, and then let's go to the auth controller. And here when we will go to auth API, then register is there. So route will be /API/auth/register, and it is a post request here. So now let's go here, and first of all we have to import Axios. So, and this will be asynchronous is there, and let's import Axios here. So I'm going to import Axios from Axios. And now let's move forward, and here we are going to create the request here, and here we will get our response, or we will get the error here, and then here we will await and axios.post, and it will post to the, here we need the API endpoint, and for that I'm going to create one new file here, and that file will be under the source folder, and here I'm going to write keys here. So keys.js. So this keys.js, so here it will export const API, base API will be there. So base API, and our base API is nothing but, so it is same here. So our base API is, first of all, here will be the host, host will be there. So actually I think we don't need this file. Let me delete this. So we don't need this file. So here we can do like this. Here first of all will be our port will, as our port will be same here. So here just I'm going to write slash API slash auth and slash, here will be register. Here we are giving the post request here. So here we can also add like our host name. So it will be window.host. So window.host. We can write like this. So window.host, because our host will be same, and then API and then register. So if there is any error, then we will console log the response of the error. If there is error. So if there is error, then console log error. If there is not any error, else we are going to console log response. Save this. So this will take little time. So definitely this will be giving us the error because we don't have this route on our same host. So for that we have to apply the proxy here. And here also actually we need to pass the data. So I'm going to pass the data also here. And just save this. Actually we are having error because of this. Spelling of async is wrong. This should not be any error. Yeah, there is not any error, and this is compiling here. Now see that here when I will click on register button here. So let's click on register button and see that here we are getting http localhost 3000 / undefined / API auth register. So we are getting this undefined here because of this. Window.hostname will be there. Just save this. So actually if this will be right here, but we will be not getting any, we will be getting 404 error only here. So this is because this / API / or / register is not found on the localhost 3000. So for that we have to set up the proxy here. So now let's set up the proxy, and we don't want this. I'm going to remove this also, so because I'm not going to use this. So now let's set up the proxy first. So to set up the proxy, I'm going to package.json here. So inside the package.json, let's move above, and below the dependencies, here I'm going to set up the proxy. So proxy will be http localhost colon 5000, because our server is at the 5000 port here. So whenever we are going for the deployment here, then we are going to remove this proxy here. So then we are going to remove this proxy. So I'm going to save this, and now we are going to restart the server. So let's restart the server here, and then let's try this. So yarn start. Now our server is starting here. So our app has restarted here. So now let's apply here. So I'm writing the name, this one, and our email. Fullyworld 34@gmail.com. So like this, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. So let's see what we are getting. So now I'm going to click on register here. So register. Now our proxy should be applied successfully here. So here we are getting 40 bad ad request. So why we are getting this 400 bad request? Because our password and confirm password is not of length 8. So when we are going here to the auth controller and see that here we have, if password length is less than 800, send the response as 400. So that response we are getting. So how to get this error message now? So let's see there. So now our proxy is applied successfully here. So I'm going to close this. So here I'm going to see if there is an error here, and if error dot response dot data dot success is equals to false here. If this is false here, then we are going to add window dot alert. So window dot alert error dot response dot data dot message here. So this will alert the message. Else, if we are getting the response here, and then we are going to alert window dot alert error dot response dot data dot message here. So it will be only response dot data dot message here. So now just save this. So now our this one user will be registered successfully here. So it is compiling here. So let's wait for the compilation. So same thing we are going to do for the email here. So same thing we are going to do for this email. For the login here. So now I'm going to the login page, and I'm going to apply the same thing for the login page here. So here will be handle submit, and here we don't have to check this for the email and password, and I'm going to remove this also. And here we don't need any name, we need only email and password here, and handle submit is there. And this one we also have to import the Axios, so let's import that. So import Axios from Axios, and here we have to go for the login here and the handle submit, and let's go here, and here will be on submit. So on submit we will be having the handle submit. So now this will touch the login route. So when I will go to the sublime text here, and here see that we are having the login controller, and when I will go to the auth API, and see that here we having the login route here. So let's wait for the compilation here. So it is taking a lot of time for the compilation. So it is compiled successfully here. So now let's move forward and let's try here again. So here I'm clicking on register here. So here we will get the same, that is 400 bad request. So let me reload this. Now let's try it again. So here I'm going to write Fullyworld web tutorials and fullyworld@gmail.com, and here password will be 12345678, and this also will be 12345678, and let's click on register here. So we have clicked on register, and now we should get the alert. So we are getting as undefined reading property data here. So here should be, but see that we are logged in here, we are registered here. So our user is registered, but this is the error, like there is a error of unreading the data here. So this will be like response.message also only, I think. So just save this, and now let's go for the link here. So the link of verifying the password, so that will be under this here. So here in the ethereal email, so I'm going to click on this one, mailbox, and we will be under the message here, messages here. So we should not having any error. Yeah, we are not having any error. At register.js64 we are getting the error here, 64. So this one is there, 64. So here we are not going to use asynchronous, so I'm going to remove this also, and we are going to use axios.post, and then there will be dot then, and in this there will be the response, and then dot catch, here will be the error, and this all error code will be go here, and this and here we are going to console.log response.data here. Now just save this. Now we will try it again. So let's move here and let me refresh it. So let's refresh and let's see if the username and password is same also for this. Shannon.Jenkins, and let's move here and let's go to the config and send email. Yeah, here we have same email and password here, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's go here and let's try it again. So let's try with Fullyworld web tutorials and fw@g.com, password 1234567 and here also 1234567, and now let's click on register button here. So see that here we are getting the response, and that is register successfully, error in sending verification email. So there is something error in sending the verification email, so that is because of this one here. So I have to add this again. So I'm going to copy this and let's go here. Let's go to the send email, and here I'm going to paste this. So paste it, and then I'm going to paste this password here. So copy this and paste this here. Just save this. So actually the server was not started good here, so that's why I think this email is, so don't worry about that we will do in the next video. So this means that this code is working successfully for the register here. So now let's move for the login. So for the login also we are going to do the same thing. So I'm going to copy this DTA and copy this, and let's go to the login.js here. So here I'm going to paste this. So let's paste this, and here instead of register it will be login, and we don't need this one, and here it will response this, and we are going to window.alert response.data.message you. And let's we have added this one also. So here this will be data here, data, and just save this. And I have added the handle submit here. So for the login it will be very easy. So let's wait for the compilation. And there we will get the token also. So let's go to the login. So it is compiling here. So let's wait for that. So our app is compiled successfully here. So let's go here. So I'm going to close this and never save this. So here let me remove this, and here we should first of all let's try with wrong password. So fw@g.com, and password will be 123456, and let's click on login. We should get an alert. Oh, sorry, actually I haven't added the handle submit here. So on submit there is handle submit, and we have done event e.prevent default also. So this is working successfully. I don't know why page is reloading. So page should not reload. So on submit, handle submit is there, and let me try it again. Yeah, fw@g.com and 123456, and let's click on login. So yeah, now our page is not getting refreshed. Yeah, we are getting invalid email or password. So this means that this is working very successfully. Now let's write 1 4 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 same password, and let's click on login. So now we should get the response. See that we are getting you are logged in successfully, and we are also getting the token here. So now we have done register and login here, and in the next video we will go for verify email, forgot password, and other thing.